Hello there, everyone! This is Quiversee, and welcome back to the Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke. Last time, I realized that in order to make any progress in the battle area, I needed to fill out the Pokedex. And I was missing, at first I thought 3, but turns out 4 Pokemon. 3 of those 4 Pokemon were the Lake Spirits, all of which we have now encountered, one of which I caught, one I killed, and one is just running around somewhere that even the map doesn't know. The last one is in here. Remember the old chateau? And I knew there was something here I was forgetting. Well, when I came here the first time, I knew that there was something you could do with this TV. I just didn't know how to get it to work. Turns out, in order to make this work, you need to interact with it in the evening after 8 p.m. Before I encounter this, though, something I just want to point out. I completely forgot I had a stupid owl in my box, and yes, he can learn fly, so he is now Talk the Taxi. Just putting that out there. Anyways, inside the TV, there appears to be a Pokemon? Pokemon appears as if it will come down. Want to thump the TV? We thump the TV set? A wild Rotom appeared! So, I'll be honest. I don't know how to treat this, because it's a special encounter. It's not a legendary, but it is a unique encounter. But at the same time, I've already caught a Pokemon here, that being Spook. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to give myself one attempt at catching it. If this Quick Ball does not catch it, it dies. No matter what. That's my ruling on it. I don't know if that's okay. I don't know what's okay. It is not caught. As an aside, I really like Rotom. They're a really cool Pokemon, and I kind of wish I could have caught it to show it off, but like I said, I'm not exactly sure how to handle it with Nuzlocke rules, but more important than that, honestly, I don't really have a good way to catch it. Rotom disappeared into the TV set. I have a feeling that if I wanted to, I could come back and catch it, like, try and catch it again on a later date, but I'm not going to. That being said, if I had known that I could get Rotom, like that method, because you can encounter it, the first time you come here. If I had known the requirements for catching it, I would have tried to go out of my way to encounter it and avoid all the Ghastlies. But then I wouldn't have Spook. And Spook's awesome. So, give and take. Anyways, Rotom was the last Pokemon missing in the Dex. Rowan.
Ah, Quiver. You've come to show me your progress on the Pokedex. So, you've seen 210 Pokemon. Excellent work, Quiver. The Pokemon of the Sinnoh region are being added to your Pokedex. This will certainly help with my studies of Pokemon evolution.
Greetings, Professor Rowan. It's been a very long time. I'll tell you, Sinnoh certainly is a long trip from Kanto. Of course, if it means meeting new Pokemon, there's no distance too great for the likes of us to travel.
Oh, if it isn't my old colleague, Professor Oak. I should have expected as much from the world's authority on Pokemon. We always used to joke, where there are Pokemon, you'll find Oak. It's good to see that hasn't changed one bit. Professor Oak, let me introduce you to my young assistant. This youngster has filled every page of the Sinnoh Pokedex for me.
Ah, well, very glad to meet you. As you've heard, my name is Oak. I've been hearing a great deal about you from Professor Rowan lately. He's been exuberant in praise about a fantastic young trainer. I see that you live up to... No, that you've surpassed his praise. You've also got an impeccable sense of timing. You see, I had an errand to run for Professor Rowan on my visit here. He'd asked me to bring data for the National Pokedex, you see. So, since you're here, let me upgrade your Pokedex with the National mode. After all, there are many kinds of Pokemon in this world of ours. The National Pokedex. I'm afraid it won't be easy to complete the National Pokedex. However, I'm sure you will make an honest attempt on our behalf.
Have no fear, Quiver will get the job done. By the way, Professor Oak, what compelled you to visit this region?
Ah, yes. Well, I've heard that the Pal Park is now open. If I remember correctly, it's at the end of Route 221. The Pal Park has a special system that attracts every imaginable kind of Pokemon from every region. I've come to make certain that system is operating properly. Quiver, you should make an effort to visit the Pal Park too. Oops, I'll be late for my meeting if I don't get going. Okay, it was a pleasure seeing the both of you. Bye now. I didn't expect Professor Oak to be the one to do that.
Off he goes, busy as ever. Now, Quiver! I have a gift here as your reward for completing the Sinnoh Pokedex.
Oh. Oh no. I forgot this was where the Poke Radar began.
That's the Pokemon Radar, or just Poke Radar for short. Use it and it will indicate grass patches where Pokemon are lurking. I prepared that to help my field assistants put together the Sinnoh Pokedex, but you took care of that. I'm sure it will be useful for your goal of filling the National Pokedex.
Well, we'll be going over that in a minute, but first things first, I can't help but notice on the map a certain little lake spirit is wandering. Never mind, it went over to the other side of the planet. So I'm actually going to go check out the Pal Park. When we went to the first time, I was under the impression that it was something else. So I think I got my wires crossed on what the Pal Park is. Oh, I've still got a repel active. You see, I thought for some reason that it was a location that could only generate Pokemon. Like, it would generate Pokemon like Oak was talking about based on either connectivity to other games or like having, how do I word this? So the Nintendo DS, it had 2 slots for games, one for the DS cartridges and one for the Game Boy Advance cartridges. I thought that it required having a Game Boy Advance cartridge in it as like the, if it wasn't, you know, Wi-Fi connectivity, it was that in order for Pal Park to do anything. But it sounds like that might not be the case. So let's give it a peek. Hi, Oak. Ah, Quiver, this is it. This is Pal Park. Pokemon from around the country can be brought here. In other words, Pokemon from places like Kanto and Hoenn. This place also happens to be where you can compete to see how quickly you can catch those Pokemon. It's good to see you've come to join us for a visit. Let me make a gift of this trainer counter app for your Poketch. Okay. The trainer counter app tracks the Pokemon Radar's rankings. I plan to be in Eterna City for some time. Being here, I should make the best of my time studying the Pokemon of the Sinnoh region. Okay. So let's see if Pal Park is something I can do. You are Quiver! We've all heard rumors about you. Word is, you're a hotshot trainer? We'd be honored if you would participate in our catching shows. Yes, you agree to participate. It's a happy day for me. Let's not waste any time. Let me explain how Pal Park works. I wrote the Pal Park manual for situations just like this. What should I explain? The basic rules. Pal Park is a place where you are timed on the catching of 6 Pokemon. You're provided with 6 special Pokeballs for the challenge. Participating trainers are required to supply the 6 Pokemon that are to be caught. If you do not supply the stock of 6 Pokemon, you may not participate. Wait. Hold on. You may make Pokemon migrate. Oh, wait a minute. I think I might have actually been correct. You do need to have a GBA. Right! Okay, no, now it's coming back to me. Pal Park is how you transfer Pokemon. Okay, so I was correct. I was actually correct. I just got confused because of the way that Oak worded it. But yeah, okay. No, that's what Pal Park is. It's how you transfer Pokemon from Generation 3 games to Generation 4. That's what it is, which means, yes, I was correct in my initial assumption. It is useless to me. But, you know what's not useless? Having the National Pokedex, which is, unfortunately, a concept that's kind of gone nowadays. The last couple of Pokemon generations haven't had one. It's just been the local Pokedex, which, you know, have been much more sizable lately because they've added in, you know, a lot of the old Pokemon that normally would be relegated to the National Dex into their complete dex. But still, a little disappointing that you can't catch them all anymore. It's not a deal breaker for me, obviously. I've mentioned that I've enjoyed Scarlet Violet, but it is still something that whenever I think about it, it makes me sad. But now that we have the National Dex, yes! I'm free! Wait, hold on. I got a sneaking suspicion about this man. I knew it! A Super Rod is really good! It's better than a good rod because it's a Super Rod. So it can catch better Pokemon. Hello. Are you stocked up on Pokeballs? Oh, heck yeah. In the tall grass past here, you'll find interesting Pokemon. Like Pokemon you never see anywhere else in Sinnoh. And that's why we needed the National Dex, because with the National Dex, every Pokemon that has existed up to this point is now fair game. And the Poke Radar is also a way for us to get some of those Pokemon. So I think I'm going to go to the Poke Radar. Poke Radar is a mechanic that's been in Pokemon games for a while. I think it's also kind of phased out, but it's different in every generation. So I don't remember how it works here. Okay, I just stepped into a shaking grass patch. Graveler. I can kill Graveler because I've already had Geodude. Uh-oh. Nixia, get in here. I forgot I had Turbine in the lead, even though I just put him there. I don't know, I was sidetracked in my own brain. Glad I went to a Nixia and not Spook. Even though Spook is apparently much tankier than I gave him credit for. But if I remember the way that it works, it's whenever you encounter a shaking grass patch generated by the Poke Radar, and you take out the Pokemon on it, it will then cause another patch of grass to shake. Yep. And basically, you can chain Pokemon like this, but it'll always be the same Pokemon. So the benefit to doing this is it allows you to potentially get stronger Pokemon. The longer that you chain it, the better, on average, the IVs are going to be of those Pokemon. Again, this is just a loose understanding of it. I'm not 100% sure about what I'm saying here, because I haven't looked up the details on it. This is in a long time anyway. This is just how I remember it. I think it also increases the odds of getting a shiny Pokemon after a while, which is, just a very... It's normally like a 1 in 8,000 something stupid chance to encounter one of those. But that's basically the Poke Radar in a nutshell. And since I have no desire to encounter Gravelers, I'm going to walk away. And we're going to reset it. And because of the way that Nuzlocks work, I really have no reason to Poke Radar this, so we're just going to wander around until I find something actually new. That didn't take too long. A Bayonet is a ghosty ghost. Okay, it has the Frisk ability, which means he can see what my hold item is. Let's see if I can catch it with a Quick Ball. Turbine should be able to tank anything, like a single hit from this thing, if it needs to. He didn't need to. Bayonet was caught. Bayonet, the marionette Pokemon. A doll that became a Pokemon over its grudge from being junked. It seeks the child that disowned it. This is not an insult. I actually quite like Bayonet. But he's a dummy. He's just a dummy. Anyways. Oh my. Yeah, this is a good team for this. Here we go. I just realized I had 2 double battle options here. I shouldn't have had the double aces happen. In the embrace of Mother Nature, people and Pokemon grow strong. I let my bird Pokemon carry me to wherever, and so here I am. Oh, you're a bird trainer. Okay, good. I was worried I was about to fight double aces. Oh, neither of you are aces. Wait, did the Rangers always have the ace Pokemon trainer thing? I don't even know. Either way, holy crap, those levels. But I'm not too surprised. What do I want to do here? Both of them are physical, so we're going to go with Onyxia. And thankfully, neither... well, okay, Linoon's fully evolved. Tailo is not. So we're going to give it an Ice Beam. And yeah, we're going to start seeing a bunch of Pokemon that are only in the National Dex, it seems. We'd already encountered a few of them in the Battle Frontier, granted, but now we're going to see them out here. Yeesh! That Endeavor, did a decent chunk on you, Onyxia. I guess Tailow's max HP ain't that high. Then again, it's not evolved, even though by level 51 it frickin' should be. Lots of XPs. Far-fetched! It's a duck with an onion in its wing. You get it? Alright, yeah, we'll Gyro Ball the Linoon, and Ice Beam the Farfetch'd. Belly Drum is dangerous to both sides. I am very glad I'm targeting it. So yeah, Belly Drum cuts your health in half in exchange for giving you +6 attack. It ain't gonna survive Onyxia. Of that, I'm certain. Jonvar gained a level. Gyro Ball! Oh! 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 Linoon are relatively fast. It was at half health. Onyxia gets same type attack bonus. How the heck did it survive that Gyro Ball? Alright. I'm going to do a bit of a gambit here. You know what? No, I'm gonna... Yeah, screw it. Earthquake. I know it's not gonna hit the Pidgeot. I don't care. I'm gonna switch you out for Spook under the assumption that Linoon is going to try and do a normal type move on Spitfire. Because I think that's what the AI would tell it to do. Huh? Unless you've got a Chesto Berry, I'm okay with this. You don't got a Chesto Berry. I'm okay with this. Alright, soften him up, Onyxia. Spook's got some dreams to munch. Alright. Onyxia, Ice Fang Pidgeot, Spook, consume dreams. I know you can take this, Spook. I don't fear a physical attack from a Pokemon of lower level than you since Cynthia. Unless it's super effective. Then I'd be afraid. Okay. And, of course, miss with that. Arbok! That's not good. Intimidate lowering Onyxia's attack, that is. Alright, well, let's go for the Ice Fang again, and let's try and put Arbok to sleep. Astro Acid. What? Why, though? Why did you do that? Gastro Acid basically nullifies your ability. Why would you nullify Pidgeot's ability? I don't remember what all of Pidgeot's abilities are, but none of them are to its detriment. That was stupid. Honestly, the smartest thing you could have done would have been to nullify Spook's ability. Like, shoot, if he had done that and I had triggered an Earthquake, that would have been game over for Spook. But hey, I'm not gonna complain about the computer being dumb. Lots of XP's going around, and now Ice Fang, even though it's not really gonna matter because Dream Eater. Technically, Earthquake would have been the smarter play, but again, it's not gonna matter because this snake's dreams are to be consumed. That's what I thought. Bye, Arbok. Your Pokemon are so muscular, it makes me sigh seeing them. Wait. You faced an iron snake, a ghost, and an octopus. The octopus is the only one of those that really has any muscles to speak of, if you ask me. Right after this, you will send out your Pokemon to do battle. Gee, what would have given you that idea? Yeah, that's about right. That's about what I would expect from you. Alright, well, Turbine, normally I would want you to fight something like this, but you're still kind of weak in the levels department, so Sympath, get in there! Alright, Leaf Blade. Yeah, your special defenses are way better than physical. And the Amnesia didn't help any. But Leaf Blade, well, speaks for itself, I think. Ooh, this bro is quite slow. Send in Turbine just to get some more XP for him. I probably should take the XP share off Jonvar until Turbine evolves. But I won't. Back over to Sympath, and we're just gonna do this all over again, although it probably won't die in one Leaf Blade unless I get another crit. This poor creature, he doesn't know what he's doing here. He just sat down on the beach one day, a shell bit him in the tail, and next thing he knows, he's getting attacked by a crazy dude with swords for arms. And he doesn't even remember that. All he's doing is sitting there forgetting who he is and what he did today. Amnesia is such a weird move. Like, it raises your special defense, but when you think about what Amnesia is, it's like forgetting things. If anything, that would make you more susceptible, I'd think, to special attacks. I don't know. It always struck me as weird that Amnesia is a strong boosting of your special defenses. But it's amusing if nothing else. Hey, a rare candy. I should have used that to evolve Turbine. I could still do that. But I'm choosing not to for the simple reason that I've already put some XP in it and sunk cost fallacy is a thing. Yeah, I'm actually curious. Well, first of all, I'm curious about something. I forget. Special better than physical. Okay. I legitimately just cannot recall if Electabuzz and Electivire are better physical or special. I want to say that Electivire is technically better on physical, but I could see it either way. Discharge is actually not a bad move if special is the winning move type, though. It's slightly weaker than Thunderbolt with power 80 instead of 95, but it has the trade-off of hitting multiple targets like Earthquake and Surf. So, you know, it has its benefits and its drawbacks. If I were to send it out in double battle using Discharge, Onyxia would be an instant pairing just because ground-type immunities. Anyways, I did that fight there because I kind of wanted to size up Turbine, and so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing, considering, you know, minimal training. You know what? I'm running low on time right now. I don't have the hoot anymore. So before I wrap up, let me get this item here. A hip up. I definitely will be vitamining Jonvar and Turbine. But right now what I want to do, I want to just do one last thing. Because we've discovered the IV Judge. And I've checked everyone on the team right now. Except I haven't checked our newest member, Turbine. Ever since Lumen's unfortunate passing. So, let's see what Turbine's values say about him. I'm curious. Do I have myself a particularly potent Electabuzz? Maybe I'll figure out what his better attack stat is. Tell me, O mighty judge of Pokemon. Tell me of Turbine. Okay, decent potential. Not great. A very bulky with HP. That's interesting. I don't know what to make of that, but I'm intrigued. Either way, we'll have to see how his stats pan out later. But next time on the Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke, we finally managed to dip our toes into the surrounding routes. We're going to explore further. Thank y'all so much for watching. Goodbye.